There are those out there asking what this president and his administration have done that is so great. I'll tell you what he's done. Just a few things. Not even a percentage of the things that he has done. First of all, there are those out there that are saying that he is going to destroy our democracy and destroy America, that he's tearing down America. Those people must be completely brainwashed. Here are some of the things that he has done to help the United States. First, he ended a terrible trade deal known as NAFTA, and even Biden and his group of affiliates agree that it was a better trade deal than NAFTA. He created a partnership between the United States, Mexico, and Canada in a trade agreement that replaced NAFTA that Bush and Clinton had signed into law. And they all agree that it's much better than any trade deal we've ever had between them. He then created a strengthening partnership in the Indian Ocean with the Indian military and our military to strengthen not only international diplomacy and international relations, but military protection from any invading forces out beyond us. He created the first branch of United States military, first new branch, known as the Space Force, for protection for anything inside or outside this world, protecting our United States military and its people, the citizens. He has created multiple laws and multiple bills, signing many executive orders, freeing several incarcerated individuals of African descent who were wrongfully accused or put into prison for minor reasons and put in there with hardened criminals. He's freed them, and he created criminal justice reform, prison reform, several other bills to help free people who were wrongfully accused or had minor charges. He reinstated school choice, where people could choose the district in which they want to send their child to school, not the one that the government tells you have to go to. He just instated that. He signed several small business bills, which small businesses would have otherwise met inevitable doom during this quote-unquote pandemic had it not been for those bills. He signed several African American or black empowerment bills to help black-owned businesses and black individuals not only in Georgia but surrounding states. They came on YouTube before his speech just a few days ago, showing where he signed a bill, several bills, helping black individuals and their businesses where they would not go broke. There's a Hispanic individual and an individual of African descent right now on the TV on the Right Side Network talking about the president before he goes on right now. He has also, for those that thinking he didn't help individuals of African descent, he signed the Black Empowerment Bill. It's called the Black Economic Empowerment, the Platinum Plan. He's created a Platinum Plan to help those of African descent and their businesses, not only those who are struggling during this time of pandemic, but also those of poor economic descent. So many farmers were struggling and being put out of business during the previous administration. This president has signed several bills keeping the farmers going, putting money back into the farmers' hands, and creating a reform bill that would allow farmers to continue to keep their businesses going during the struggling situation we see. Not only that, but he signed a bill giving more money to the hands of farmers, where they would not have to pay so much back at the end of the year. He's looking to sign a bill right now to give individuals more money back from their health insurance that they're paying at the end of tax season. End of the year at tax season. That hasn't been set into stone yet, but he's working on that. He is also creating a bill for a great American comeback, helping our economy and helping the citizens. And if you talk about previous leaders being pushovers, here's what happened during the previous administrations, particularly the last one. Assad in Syria continuously bombed his own people multiple times. 2011, 2012, 2013, he continued to bomb his own people with mustard gas, with chemical weapons. Obama said, I'm drawing a red line. The red line was crossed. He did it again. He said, well, there's really nothing we can do. He was going to bomb Syria, Damascus particularly. The Pope said, don't do it. Don't do that. So he didn't. What happens? Fast forward years later, nothing's done. Nothing is done in the entire 8 years of bombing that was taking place and gassing of his own people. Mustard gas, chemical weapons, harm being done to his own citizens, women and children. Men, women, and children being brutally taken by this, what Trump called a monster, Assad. Obama did nothing. Drew a red line, let it happen again, did nothing. President Trump said, I'm drawing a red line. Assad crossed that red line. 3 o'clock in the morning, our military struck 3 key facilities, destroyed those chemical weapons facilities in the blink of an eye, missing the big city of Damascus, not harming the people. Took them out. That was the end of the chemical weapons attacks in Syria. Back in January of this year, President Trump created an executive order on combating human trafficking and online child exploitation. Previous administrations just let it go. As a matter of fact, previous administrations visited Epstein's Island. Trump, when he found out what was going on, he said, nope, I'm not going there anymore. Nope, not going there. Clinton went tens of times. Trump signed a bill combating human trafficking and child exploitation. It's called H.R. 5740. Trump has majorly slowed down the MS-13 criminal gangs, incarcerating thousands of them, sending them back to Mexico for their horrible crimes of chopping up people. He called them monsters, subhumans, sub-animals. And the media said that was wrong for him to call them. Well, I don't know what else you would call them. They chop up women and children, and it's horrible. President Trump almost eradicated the activity of the MS-13 in the United States. No praise for that. January 3rd, 2020, at the Baghdad airport, Soleimani, the world's largest terrorist leader, taken out by Trump's administration. He had planned multiple other attacks. And he said, I can't tell you what he had planned to do. But he said, my military men told me he had a lot planned. So he said, take him out. That's what you do. Take him out. He took him out. The leader of ISIS was eradicated under President Trump. He pretty much just destroyed the Islamic State. Obama let it keep on going. Trump took care of business. He had Baghdadi killed. North Korea was consistently threatening us. Guam, Hawaii, and lots of other places. Trump told Rocket Man to stop it. And said, are you going to blow up North Korea? Maybe. We'll see. They stopped. They left us alone. Then immediately after, peace negotiations between Korea and us were underway. This was that red line that Obama drew. August 20, 2012. He did nothing. This is what continued to happen to the people from Assad in Syria. Trump ordered strikes, took care of business, destroyed 3 key chemical weapons facilities. It was done. Look how many police killings there were during the previous administration. Year after year, police violence. Here's Joaquin El Chapo Guzman being not taken out, but arrested during President Trump's administration. He gave us the strongest military in 2019. Met with Afghanistan in the middle of the night. Unbeknownst to everyone, he met with the Taliban leaders in the beginning of a peace process in Camp David. The media said he canceled it, but he actually went back, I believe, very soon after. Trump signed an executive order for police reform, helping out the police officers and creating a more just police society. A more just police ruling, basically. Observing and monitoring things that go on and trying to reform the way the law works, the police work, basically. And combat on police brutality as well. Here he is signing with improved police hiring. Told Mexico in the middle of the night, take care of bad hombres or America will. Hangs up the phone. Mexico calls back later and says, well, we'll take care of the bad hombres. For the first time ever, the head of the energy company says that the United States is energy independent for the first time ever. According to the U.S. energy official, America is energy independent as of May of last year. Made 2 major United States, Israel, and Middle Eastern peace deals with the United Arab Emirates, as well as the new one that he just made. So 2 peace deals within a month, brokering diplomatic relations and making a pathway toward peace and some prosperity as well as financial negotiations and trade. President Trump signed the Farm Bill into law 1 year ago, as of December 20, 2019. The Farm Bill to help the farmers and strengthen the farmers and implementation of their accomplishments. Implementation to help their agricultural improvement and accomplishments. It was a $867 billion farm bill helping out the farmers. He told the Iranian president, never ever threaten the United States again, or you will suffer the consequences the likes of which few throughout history have ever seen, have ever suffered before. We are no longer a country that will stand for your demented ways of life and threats. And the people of Iran praised him for that. He even listed the names of the people that the Iranian government murdered. That de-escalated a war. Hours later, they tweeted a picture of their flag. We tweeted our flag. A war was no longer inevitable. He pretty much stopped the war through Twitter. So these are just a few of his accomplishments. Not only many other bills for the rights of the people, opening up human rights and bringing human rights back, and anti-human trafficking, child trafficking, and prison reform, and all kinds of things. Empowerments for the legal immigrants, whites, blacks, everyone. So many bills he has signed into law. The farmers, many things he has done to help the way of life in the United States of America. These are just a few of his accomplishments. There are many more to show. Peace and signing out.